Alright, hello everyone. Tell me if you guys can hear me, just as an audio test on my part, because again, it's first time we're streaming live. Alright. Okay, cool. Sorry if there's a big delay. We're still getting everything set up here. Again, first stream. Let us move on to our other people. Let me just get everything set up here. Okay. Alright.
This decides to be loud as hell.
Alright. We are starting, everyone.
Oh boy. Here we go. 4 are watching already.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Also, please stream. If you can, tell me if everything is alright. Again, first stream. I need your assistance. Thanks, y'all.
We need your help.
Yes, we need your help. Alright. So, I'm here. My name is Hadron. You may know me from Twitter. I post funny jokes and other things, maybe. I'm here with Toru?
Yo.
SynMania? Or Syn?
Hi.
And Casey.
Hello.
Alright. So, this stream is basically going to be a very simple kind of little Q&A kind of thing for... I ask a couple of questions, and then they answer them. Some other people are going to be joining to the stream, who are also part of IDW Sonic, so... Sonic Team, so us. We're not getting any from IDW Sonic, that'd be incredible, but not yet. So, let's start off with the questions here.
Oh boy.
Who do I start off with first? I guess we'll run down the list from how it looks on the Discord here. So, Toru.
Yes.
I've got 7 questions here.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'll ask each question individually to everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how did you get into Sonic?
Okay. Now this is an interesting story. So I have no childhood nostalgic connection to Sonic. I never grew up on the games. I've never watched any of the TV shows. Never done any of that. And all I knew as a kid was what the game reviewers said. And this was a time when the game reviewers were like, Sonic was never good. Sonic has had a rocky start to 3D. Yeah. And I was like, they're right. And then one day I got bored in class in the future and I was like, I should probably maybe play Sonic because I'm bored. And then I started playing Sonic and then I actually turned out to like it. And then I consumed all media of Sonic and now I have fallen into the rabbit hole.
Nope. Okay. Sorry if you get notifications from my computer. I have no clue how to turn it off. I think I can hear. Oh, perfect. Alright. Okay. Syn, how did you get into Sonic?
Well, this is the best I can remember, but since I was very little, I think since I actually started remembering things, I had a GameCube, and one of the games I had for my GameCube was Sonic Heroes. And I didn't really remember much from it, and according to my parents, I never really played my GameCube very much. So I guess Sonic Heroes wouldn't really be the game that would start my Sonic craze, but it is my first Sonic game. The thing that actually started my craze for Sonic was actually Sonic X when I started watching it on 4Kids. And I remember getting up around 7 every morning and just watching it. Not every morning, every Saturday morning. And it was a really fun experience for me as a little kid, and I was always excited to see Sonic run around with his friends. And then I got Sonic Rush, and that's how it all started. I just became a Sonic fan.
Cool. Alright, Casey, how did you get into Sonic?
Well, since I was a little kid, I was always huge on video games. Sonic was one of my favorites. I didn't play much of the games. I was more into just the characters and the TV show, of course. I love Sonic X, Underground, the old ones. I always loved the cartoons. I had stuffed animals of them. I was really big on it. It also was the reason why I just started drawing it together. But then I kind of fell out of it for a long time, and just recently I got back into it. I don't know, I just remembered it. I rewatched Sonic X, and then I played Sonic Adventure 2, and it just went downhill.
Alright. I guess I have to answer these questions too. So, I got into Sonic at a really early age, like 3 or 4. My first console was the Sega Dreamcast, and on it was Sonic Adventure 2. No, sorry, 1. And that's sort of how I got into Sonic. After that, I got myself a GameCube, and I played, rented from like Blockbuster, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, and stuff like that. So maybe not the best games in the world, but like that still kept my interest. And then for a while, I sort of fell out of catching up with Sonic stuff. I mean, I've heard of like Unleashed coming out, and I played it for a little bit, and I thought, it's all right. But only recently, really, have I sort of jumped back onto that train, mostly in like 2016, 2017, with the 25th anniversary Sonic stream. You know, they announced Mania and stuff. I thought, well, I might as well, give those games a try. And so I did. And I fell in love with Sonic again. Freaking the classic games, fantastic, and some of the new modern games, Generations and stuff. So that's sort of how I've gotten into Sonic. I read a little bit of some of the comics, but I was never an avid follower until IDW, really. So let's move on to the second question: favorite games and characters. So, Toru, what is your favorite games, and what are your favorite characters?
Okay, well, my favorite characters are Sonic and Shadow, obviously. And my favorite classic game is either Sonic 3 and Knuckles or Sonic Mania. And my favorite 3D game is Sonic Adventure 2. So basically the basics.
Okay. Hold on, give me a moment. Okay. For now, I'm going to move on to KC. What are your favorite Sonic games, and what are your favorite Sonic characters?
Well, I haven't played a lot of Sonic yet, but right now, I really love Sonic Adventure 2. Even though the cameras and the controls are a bit weird, I still really like the game. Sonic Mania is pretty good as well. My favorite character, it has to be Tails, of course.
Alright. Sin, what are your favorite games and favorite characters from Sonic?
I'm really generic, so I just say Sonic because I really like Sonic as
that's
like
fine.
a character.
You can like
I don't know,
Sonic.
I just think he's a really deep character, but in reality he's really not. But I don't know, I always like digging through like him, like his character in the games and in the TV shows. But I also like the other hedgehogs like Shadow and Silver. But I also like Tails a lot, so that's really cool.
Alright. Favorite game?
My favorite game is Sonic Rush. I don't think that's like a really common favorite game for a lot of Sonic fans. But mine is Sonic Rush. It used to be Unleashed, which is actually getting a lot of praise nowadays, but Now it's Rush because I think Sonic Rush is super fun to play, and the story is like the best Sonic story in my opinion. So it's really cool.
I can't disagree with that. Sonic Rush is really good. Music is good too. Hopefully they get that dude to make some more music. Alright, well, I guess I'll answer the question now. My favorite game probably have to be Mania, Generations, I think Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And the day stages Unleashed. I don't mind the night stages that much, but the day stages are top tier for me. Favorite characters? Sonic. I mean, he's the one you're going to be playing as the most, so if he wasn't one of your favorites, then I like Silver a lot. He's an interesting character.
Silver is the strongest character, arguably.
I will
Yes.
fight you on that, Sin.
Look,
Ugly.
Psycho can. Come on.
Yeah. Have you heard of something called practical nukes?
You know what?
I don't really care about the strength of the characters. They're all working together, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Eggman has the missile launch codes. How is Silver gonna get strong about that? He still needs to learn to control his powers. And if he can't hold up the entire Sonic cast easily, he won't be able to stop Eggman's nukes.
He'll just start lifting weights and he'll lift the missile up. Don't worry about it.
Oh my lord.
He'll get
Silver
ripped,
just
don't worry.
becomes aggressively buff.
Oh my god, one of our moderators, Nakasa, made a joke like that where he made Silver super buff and he looked like Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. It was the most cursed thing ever, but it was really well drawn for like no reason.
Silver, yeah.
Oh, Tails Channel's in the chat. Hello, Tails Channel.
Hello, Tails Channel.
Hello, Tails channel.
It's Tails channel. No, I think I recognize some other people in the chat as well.
I actually
Yeah.
do.
Me
I
too.
recognize them. Hello, everyone.
Hi,
There's
everyone.
Dylan Thomas, there's Sparks Echidna, Rubids, Mania Gamer.
A lot of
all these-
recognizable names.
Yeah, some of these people are really active in our Discord server. But there's
They
also
If you're
other
active, you
chat.
get a gold star.
We can't confirm or deny that, but yeah, gold star. Don't worry about it. All right, I have a third question here. So, Toru, what do you want to see out of Sonic? Like, what do you want to
Oh.
see developed from the games or the comics? You know, just what do you just want to see in the future?
This is what starts the flame wars. Okay, well, first I want IDW to continue. I like the way it's heading. I mean, there's stuff I would change. I want Sega to write Shadow actually good. That's what I want. I want the Tyson Hess like miniseries. I want sort of I want more of those. If my dream is for Trigger Studios to make a Sonic anime, because in every single of their shows, they keep bringing in Sonic Adventure 2. They're like, where do we take our characters? Space, flying in space, fighting some giant thing, new design. They just love it. I'm like, why haven't you guys just made a Sonic anime if you love it so much? For the games, I would like what they did for like 2017, where we get our 3D game. I want a Return to Adventure, and I want more games like Mania. Oh, and I want for writing, I'm looking for a mix of Trigger and Symphogear, where they just go insane with the like writing and action, but with a bit more character depth and actually good, well-written characters.
Someone said this is quite a question. I agree, but that's why I asked it. It's an interesting question to ask, isn't it? If everyone has a different opinion. So,
And we
Sin.
can start a war.
Yeah, well, I don't think war is what I'm looking for. One thing is diversity.
Sonic Forces moment.
Guys, we're all a team!
Alright.
Don't worry, buddy. We got the power of friendship.
We're Sonic heroes!
Oh my lord.
We
Okay.
need more edgelords in the game. That's what Sonic Force is.
Okay, Sin, what do you want to see out of Sonic?
What do I want to see from Sonic? Well, I know a few months back there was this little realization of Sonic where people were saying that Sonic was like shonen, and I kind of agree on that, and I'd like to see Sonic be a bit more shonen, like a lot of shonen animes like Dragon Ball or Hunter x Hunter or I keep on forgetting shonen shows or like Naruto, even though I don't like Naruto, but I see similarities between other animes. I just really want like the characters to be like a little bit deeper than they actually are, and I also want to see like these cool and dramatic moments. Like, how can I say this? I just really want to see more crazy things from Sonic, basically, but I don't want anything too crazy where it's almost like Dragon Ball or like a generic anime. I just really wanted some things to happen where characters develop in certain ways and everyone goes crazy, or something happens to a character, but in like a good way, nothing too bad or edgy. And these really big stories that are really easy to understand, but they're really deep when you go into them. I just really want to see a lot more things done with Sonic stories. I know it might not happen since Sonic has a more child demographic, but I think it would be really cool to see, which is why I like the IDW series, because they're kind of doing that a little bit. And I also want to see more fully 3D games and the 3D formula like a lot more mastered, because I really think they can pull something off really good. Oh, it's that guy Silver.
That guy
Hello.
Silver joined. Introduce yourself.
Hello. I
Hello.
am the guy Silver. I am an amateur actor, and I guess I'm about.
All right.
Dang, bro, that was pretty epic.
I'll have to ask you the three questions after I get done with everyone else here. So give me a moment. Casey, what do you want to see out of Sonic?
I honestly can't think of anything from the top of my head. I guess like I really want to see other characters like quote unquote brought back, cuz like they're not really shown much in the game, and I feel like they just have more potentials and can be used more. That's all I can think of really. I can't really think of anything else from the top of my head.
I mean, that's fine. That's that. Yeah, you don't have to go 18 billion years into the future for this question. You know, it's just it's a simple question as far as I can tell, at least to me. Because my answer for that question would be, I want to see them continue IDW Sonic. I think that Ian Flynn, Evan Stanley, and their team of people can do a fantastic job for however long it lasts.
They are so great.
And even with the little like nuisances that people have, I still think that overall it's a big positive.
Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is that I really want to see IDW Sonic like have a full-on adaptation, like something like if it would be like on Netflix. You know, I think that would be.
This
really
is actually the one thing I've seen about IDW that I full-heartedly disagree. Because if one thing you notice about reading IDW is that it's very geared towards a comic, and
Yeah.
if you just bring it over, you would notice that like a lot of the fight scenes are really, really boring. Like there are 3 pages and then they move on to the plot, which works
Yeah.
really well for a comic. But if you do it in anime, it's gonna be like a 1-minute like fight scene, and then you're gonna just be adding on and stuff, and then you're not gonna know what to do, and then it could like diverge, and it could fall into the trap a lot of manga adaptations do, where they don't know what to do, and then they can't like attach to the story anymore.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I see what.
we have a team of people, like a bunch of fans, trying to make a sort of like a little cartoon version of IDW Sonic, isn't there? Correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen some.
I think it's called Sonic Rebound, and I do like it for what it is. I don't agree with some things that they're doing in it, but I think they're doing like a pretty good job on like trying to adapt the series and putting it in like their own little way.
I will not comment on this.
All right.
I see one comment saying Whisper and Entangle in the next game. That's all I want.
Yeah, I like
do
them.
too.
They are definitely the best characters.
I love them both.
Yeah, I'd like to see them in the game as well. So, yeah. Although I don't know how feasible that is. But I would like to see them in. If that's even possible.
I wouldn't get your hopes up. That's all I would say personally.
What do you want to see outside? So I answered part of that with the IDW stuff. And for the games, I'd like to see more world building. Sonic has so many interesting places, whether it be the classic games, the modern games, and people, they made a big deal of like, oh, Sonic should be just Sonic and stuff like that. But I think having multiple Sonics is interesting if you have a developed world for each Sonic. And I feel like with the modern games, you have so many places that if you could link them together in some way, you could make something very interesting. Like, where is Seaside Hill on a map? Or where is Sunset Heights on a map? And how these areas link together. The whole two worlds canon, as Takashi Iizuka puts it. I want to see that explained more. But that's...
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. I feel like if you were to develop more of a world for these characters, rather than just sort of go from place to place for each game, you could build something stronger. I think IDW does that pretty well too, with Spiral Hill and stuff like that. All these places are on a map.
Well, this is another thing you have to keep in mind as well. Whenever they're making a new game, they have a goal. Their goal is to either tell a story
Or make money.
Well, I said either, but what I mean is they are trying to tell a story, a specific story, and they'll use locations that are necessary. Whether there's any correlation or any information about any area at all, that's completely up to them. Because half the time in Sonic games, you don't really get information about areas you go to unless it's a story-heavy game. Like, you play any Sonic game, you go from one zone to another. What do you know about it? Nothing but what you're shown. And you're talking about world building. It's not, in my own personal opinion, it's not. I don't think it's something that's completely off the table, but it's not something that would be expected. A very welcome surprise if they ever did anything like that, but personally, I don't see it happening, because at the end of the day, it's a game about a guy who can go really fast and collect rings in nice, fun little areas with jokes and funky music and stuff.
I don't disagree with that. Although I will say, because with that situation is that if you were to start, making more world building, I would say that games like Sonic Lost World couldn't exist, because it just introduces an entirely new place, an entirely new planet. And that development is difficult if you have a whole bunch of world building on top of it. Like, oh, well, yeah, this place has existed forever. Sonic just never talked about it. Don't worry about it.
It's also the same with colors, where it's like, oh yeah, there's been this alien race, and we just happen to discover them now.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that it's off the table to have it so that these areas, when they're shown, are explained in some way. But that I'm also not asking for paragraphs on paragraphs of lore. I don't think we need that.
Massive amounts of exposition, but you're expecting some explanation of what's going on, who are these people, and where are you, and what's the circumstance.
Let's take Sonic Forces, for example. We see Green Hill Zone, and it's now covered in sand. Where did the sand come from?
Infinite crystal gem.
Okay.
I get what you mean. There's things that are just not explained. In most cases, in something like that, it'll be like, oh, it's this whatchamacallit that's terraforming time and space and it's affecting. Just a sentence like that can literally explain anything.
Yeah.
But there wasn't really anything like that in Forces. Now, Forces was a collective narrative mess.
Hmm.
Not even just in terms of world building, just overall. Because for the first time in years, they actually tried to use all the cast of the games and have them do something. The problem is, when you have a game that's only focused on playing on 3 characters, the other characters are just standing around twiddling their thumbs, not doing anything. So those characters may not have... You literally could have put any old character in there and it wouldn't have mattered. Because none of the other characters actually do anything significant. And this is the problem I have with these sorts of games, Sonic. If you're going to have the characters in there, why are they in there? What role do they play? What
Money.
are they actually going to do something? Regardless of whether they're playable or not, are they integral to the story? 90% of the cast? No.
They're integral to the marketing.
Well, that's the thing.
I feel like in that situation, you could sort of incorporate that into the world building. I mean, these characters all have to have a place, right? You know,
But they also need something to do, yes.
Yes. Like, the Chaotix have the Chaotix Detective Agency. As far as I can tell, none of the other characters have that, you know? They don't really got a place to live. So, you know.
Yeah. I think it's been established in IDW. Tails has a house.
That was from Sonic Battle, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Sonic Battle established actually a lot of places for them. Cream has a house. I think it's assumed Amy has a house.
I'm pretty sure she does.
Who else?
I've got 7 questions here, and we've only gone through 3, and I need to ask...
boy.
Let's move. Let's move
I need
on.
to ask that guy Silver some of these questions here. Okay. So, that guy Silver, how did you get into Sonic?
Sat downstairs. My mother got their Mega Drive from the loft. Brought it down, hooked up to the television. Got the Mega Drive on. Smacked Sonic the Hedgehog 1 into the Mega Drive. The first thing I hear is Sega getting blasted at the max volume because we forgot to turn down the volume. And then bright colours and speed ensue. And since then, I've been on and off the Sonic series my whole life. I've just been there.
Alright. What are your favorite games, and what are your favorite characters?
Favorite games? I go through phases with different favorite games. But I will definitely say Sonic Rush is definitely up there.
Let's go! Sonic Rush.
Finn! No!
No yelling, please.
Sorry, I
Exploded
got
the mic.
excited. And I had like a whole explosion of screaming in my mind. I was like, let's go.
You
Finn.
exploded the mic.
Sin.
I'm sorry, but Sonic Rush is like one of the best Sonic games out there.
I mean, you're
In
not
your
wrong.
opinion,
I mean, I do
Sin.
want to play the game.
Sorry,
a lot.
Toru, but this is actual fact. It is.
You got
It's
to
not
say
fact.
you gotta
It's
say
an
sorry
opinion.
to the 30 people here listening.
I do really want to play the game though.
I apologize if I accidentally obliterated your eardrums.
All right. Okay, so favorite games and characters. You said Sonic Rush.
Right. Favorite games: 3D Blast, Flicky's Island, and I'd have to say, do side games like your party games and stuff? Do they count, or is it just main
yeah.
series?
Yeah, that's
They
fine.
count. They're a game you can buy.
Oh, with the Steam Sonic Racing, and there's Sonic Unleashed.
Wow, I never actually heard someone say Team Sonic Racing was actually one of their favorite. That's really interesting. I can see why.
Yeah.
I mean, it's solid. It's a solid game.
At
Yeah.
least no one said Sonic Forces.
There are people who actually love Sonic Forces. Don't make
I
fun of them.
question.
Don't make fun of them.
You can
Fine.
question them, but they have a right to their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Shaking my head.
So what are the other questions?
Oh, the other question was the characters.
Silver.
All right, that makes sense.
Make total sense.
All
Sin
right.
didn't scream, "Let's go."
Well, I said silver. So let's go. There you go. What do you want to see out of Sonic? I know we just had a 10-minute explanation of this, so, but you know.
Oh, my bad. It's not my phone either. What was the question? Sorry.
What do you want to see out of Sonic?
Just fun games. Just games I can sit down, switch on my PlayStation 4, whatever the console it's on for, just turn it on, slot the disc in, cartridge, whether it's for a portable console. Just turn it on and have fun. Just a fun, simple game.
Dang, you want physical games? I only get digital. Ugh. Alright, no, that's a perfectly reasonable thing. I mean, if the game isn't fun...
Why bother?
Like, here's the thing, because a lot of people argue story is important for a game, and I absolutely am with them. But if the game at heart is 1, bland, 2, boring, and 3, it's not that fun to play, then you may as well just make a movie.
Yeah, alright. I can understand that. Alright, so I have the fourth question here. I'm going to start from the top here. Toru, what
Yes?
are your other interests?
Oh, I am an artist, so I draw a lot. I draw bad art, so don't ask. I do.
That's a lie.
We're not having this discussion. And I like watching anime. Some of my favorite anime are Symphogear. I can talk about that show for hours. I love all of Studio Trigger's works. I also and Madoka Magica. I like all those shows. I'm also a big fan of other video games, RPGs, platformers, stuff.
Alright. Sin, what are your other interests?
I like the same things as Toru. I like doing art a lot. I draw like almost every single day. If there's a day that I forgot to draw, I will spend the next day just drawing and nothing else. And it's really weird because I feel like I always need to draw something, like at least something a day. And I like anime a lot. Like recently I just finished watching both series, Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I also like playing video games, but not as much as I used to. But the games I do play are like Smash Brothers and just basic Sonic games, and that's about it.
Alright. That guy Silver, what are your other interests?
The other interests, well, I mostly do online amateur voice acting, like your fan dubs and what have you. Do stuff on my own YouTube channel. Again, it's pretty much the same thing. Play video games and just be creative.
Alright. Casey, what are your other interests?
Well, I do a lot of art. I stay up all night doing art whenever I can, at least. Even if every day even if it's just a small doodle, I'll be drawing any free time I have. Besides that, I do voice acting and impressions as a side hobby. I play a lot of video games. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, of course. Sonic Mania, still trying to finish that game. Animal Crossing is devouring my life. I just play video games all in all.
Alright. I'll answer this question as well. My other interests, I'm interested in the arts, and when I say arts, I mean not just drawing, but shading, inking, and all that. 3D modeling, 3D sculpting, graphic design, which is 2D and 3D graphic design, vector art and stuff like that. Music production, music mixing. I'm interested in different parts of mechanical engineering, such as the structures and properties of materials and stuff like that. So, yeah. Sometimes I play games. Sometimes I watch shows, but it's mostly just drawing and stuff like that. I like funny jokes on the internet, but who doesn't, honestly? So, you know.
Yeah.
What about anime?
I watched a couple. Alright.
I forgot to mention I also watch anime. I'm actually watching another anime with friends. It's really good.
Alright. Okay. I'm going to skip this question because I feel like question number 7 could answer that. Okay. So, Toru, have you read the other comics, and what are your opinions on them if you have?
Oh
Or even if
boy.
you haven't.
I haven't. I have not read the Fleetway comics, but I have read Archie, and I've read what I can find English translation of the Sonic manga. Not the 1990, but the advance ones. And I like the advance ones. I think they're good. I like them. Archie, I kinda like, but it's also simultaneously brought some of my least favorite Sonic stuff. Like, Ken Penders, everything he did was awful. He ruined it. I could go on about that, so I'm not. Then Ian Flynn brought over, and he did a lot of good, but he did bring one of the worst pieces of media I've ever seen 30 years later. So, I do like the later issues art style. The Fighters arc I really liked. I like the later half colors. Yeah.
Alright. Sin, have you read any of the other comics, and what are your opinions on them?
I haven't read the Fleetway comics. I have seen like little things of them like on the internet when people post like little panels and things like that. But I haven't actually read them. I read some of the Sonic manga. I don't know which one, but I know I read one of them. But I have gotten into Archie like a little bit, like a few years ago, mainly with the Ken Penders era more than Ian Flynn for some reason. But it was more early Ken Penders, where things weren't really as crazy or where fans weren't making fun as of those stuff. But I actually like some of the stories that he's done, and I actually just like the Archie series as a whole. I wish I can like actually try to not watch but read the entire thing, including the spin-offs in like Sonic Universe and the Knuckles stories and things like that. But also like Ian Flynn's stories more. Like I like the Fighters arc, and I also like a lot of the art. Evan Stanley's my favorite Sonic comic artist because she's done a lot of beautiful things. One of my favorite covers from both IDW and Archie, like if I had to pick one cover that I like the most from either of them, it would be one of the Champions arc covers where I don't know how to describe it, but it's just Sonic and he's like it's in a different perspective and he has like his fist clenched and he's just walking like with this really confident face, and I think it just shows Sonic as a character very, very well. And there's like other characters in the background like getting ready to fight, and it's super well done.
Alright. That Guy Silver, what have you read the other comics, and what are your opinions on them?
I've read a bit of everything. I've read a little bit of Archie. I've read all of IDW so far, and I've read quite a bit of Fleetway. For those who aren't familiar with me, my bread and butter is Fleetway content, comic dubs. mostly concerning a particular psychotic bright yellow supersonic. And I've read all of those issues, and let me tell you, I get why a lot of people are not particularly fond of Fleetway. I understand why a lot of, say, the American audience per se may not be all too keen. Because you're more accustomed to the Freedom Fighters character roster. You know, your Sally, Rota, Antoine Bunny, you know, those who grew up in the 90s with the show had the comic to follow up with. Over here in the UK, however, you got a completely different set of characters, but you did get your Sonic, your Tails, your Knuckles, and Amy. And you got, like, you know, the Chaotix, you know, Knack the Weasel. You get a good chunk of the characters that were existing. I think you got all the characters existing at the time, apart from Heavy and Bomb. At least that I've read so far. But the rest of the characters in that comic, you've never heard of them. Never even heard of them. Apart from Robotnik. Yeah, for what I've read, it's pretty good. And, like, Archie, most of the time when it comes to Archie, I'll read if I'm playing a character for a fellow colleague or friend, to say, oh hey, would you mind chipping in as this character? Or, oh hey, someone just dropped out, would you mind just being screaming guy number 25 running out the window crying for his mother? Yeah, sure, let me just read through the whole comic. And whenever I read it, it's interesting. And like I said before, IDW, I know a lot of people have given IDW comics a lot of flack. I personally am enjoying them. I'm actually really enjoying them a lot. The stuff going on currently, a little eyebrow raising, but it's not shifting my enjoyment of the comic overall. So, yeah. I hope that answered the question.
Yeah. Okay. Casey, have you read the other comics, and what are your opinions?
Well, of course I've read a lot of the IDW comics. Other than that, for Archie, I see, like, you know, sometimes I see some panels, and I would see some comic dubs as well. I watch a couple of those. I haven't read the entire series. I do want to, but it will take a long time.
Yeah.
Fleetway, I haven't seen much of Fleetway. I don't know exactly what goes on besides just Sonic being kind of crazy. I do want to read the Sonic manga. Just need to find a way to read those. Other than that, I guess the only comic I quote unquote read was Archie. It looks alright. That's all I have to really say about Archie.
Alright. So for me, I have not read Fleetway. I've seen it, but I have not read it. Archie, I've only read a couple of issues back in like 2004, 2005. So really far back. And I thought, what's going on? You know? And so I stopped reading them. But I have been reading a blog, which I will plug here. Thanks Ken Penders.tumblr.com, which is run by a person named Bobby, if I'm correct, or Pawnette. And they have been going through all of the Archie Sonic comics. And it's very interesting to see from an outside person looking in, you know, these comics, you know, through and through. But I think one day I will need to actually go through all of it. You know, as painful as some of the things might be, or as really good as some of the things might be, because I would say that Archie runs the gamut of all that, or the gestalt of all that. So So yeah, and I've read the IDW Sonic comics. I've read all of them and the miniseries, and they're good.
Yeah.
I like them. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Speaking about why we're here, I'll answer this question first. Why did you start reading IDW Sonic, and what drives you to read more of it? I started reading IDW Sonic because I saw that Archie was stopping, and I thought, that's a lot. It's alright. I thought, well, that's a lot of lore and stuff like that that's, been in the comic that's just ending. Clean, fresh slate. And I'm starting to get more into Sonic in, 2016, 2017. I thought, might as well read it. Why not? And so, when it came out in 2016, I started reading it, and I really liked it. And all the characters they introduced, I really liked them. And all the places they showed off, it was really good. So, that's why I started getting into IDW. So, yeah. Let's see here. Alright. Okay. Toru?
Yes.
Why did you start reading IDW Sonic, and what drives you to read more of it?
Okay. On my advanced quest to consume all Sonic media I could get my hands on, I of course decided to read the IDW comics. I think I started reading them because I found them on the Sonic Wiki that explained it, and I was like, yeah, I'll read that. And I kept reading it because I really liked the art, and I really liked the story, I liked the characters, and I liked how it was going, and I had read it around the Metal Overlord arc had just finished, so I started at a good place with a lot of suspense about what was happening to Eggman. And so, yeah, it was interesting to see how it all went.
Alright. Sin? Why'd you start reading IDW Sonic, and what drives you to read more of it?
So I actually started reading IDW Sonic when it was first coming out. When they were releasing an issue per week. I don't know if anyone else remembers that, but I thought it was pretty cool. I read the first 4 issues, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna release an issue a month." I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop reading, and then I'll go catch up another time, because I didn't really feel like waiting for an issue a month, because I was really, really impatient about things at that time. And then sometime in late 2019, I was in class doing nothing, and then I just wanted to read the IDW series again because I heard a lot about it, and I heard an issue came out that day. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll catch up on it. And ever since then, I really, really got into it. I really like the characters, I really like the stories. I think it's really good. That's really what drives me to read more. And then that's really what got me into doing IDW Sonic News. That's how I got into starting it, because I saw that really no one else other than Tails Channel was doing news for it, and Tails Channel wasn't really doing like more in-depth news other than like the covers and sometimes like really big things for it. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll do like a dedicated account for IDW Sonic News, and then I just got the name IDW Sonic News. So yeah.
Alright. Okay.
I think everyone died.
Well,
Still here.
No. Everyone's here.
Damn,
Make a rip.
Okay.
almost
We all died.
Everyone's dead.
Oh, sorry. I was freaking muted. Sorry about that. Okay. That guy Silver. Why did you start reading IDW Sonic, and what drives you to read more of it?
Well, I actually didn't start reading it until it was not long after the series started, because this was while I was still am part of the Project Armada, but it was under a different name back then. And I had a close friend and colleague known as Starlight Sky, and he was and he is the voice of Sonic in the Animagination dub of the IDW comics. He goes, "Oh, I'm doing Sonic for this little series." So, "Oh, okay, cool." He goes, I sort of just ask him, "Oh, hey, just let that guy know if you ever need any, little voices here and there. So I'm always having to chip in for him." He goes, "Oh, okay." And next thing I know, I get a message saying, "Oh, hey, you want to do the mysterious villain?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So they gave me the pages, and from there on out, I've sort of just kept up with the series, which was for what was originally somewhat of an obligation, but it's also for pure enjoyment, entertainment.
All right. Okay. KC, why did you start reading IDW Sonic, and what drives you to read more of it?
So I didn't start reading when it first came out. I was just looking through Twitter, and then I saw a post about the IDW comic, and at that time I still thought Archie was a thing. Like, I wasn't so into Sonic at that time. And I saw the comic, and just from there on, I really loved the style. I loved the colors, and just it looked like a different story. So I'm like, all right, this looks cool. Maybe I could check it out. So, of course, I didn't know a way. Like, I couldn't buy the comics at that time. Like, I couldn't find them and stuff. I knew there was the website, but at that time, I didn't know there was that you can buy comics there. So I'm like, all right, maybe people reviewed the comics or did comic dubs. And just from there on, I just love the story. I love the new characters, Whisper, Tango. I really love those two. The colors, the art style. I just really liked it. From then on, I just got into the comic.
All right. Well, that's all the questions I have. Now I'm going to open up to the community. If y'all have any questions, I know some of you guys have been asking questions already, but if y'all have any questions...
I would say we have like 10 minutes left, I think.
Yeah, we can go a little bit over if that's necessary.
That's fine by me.
But probably won't be. So if y'all have any questions, just ask them. I know there's a stream delay of like 30 seconds.
True.
Don't know why though. Sorry, my internet's alright.
That's actually just how YouTube operates.
Okay.
It just gives all live streams a delay in that.
So I guess ask questions about us or just anything really.
Yeah. Anything you want to know? Sonic related, us related, thoughts on life.
There's already some things. There's some things in the live chat if you go back to the history of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh, someone asked us, what's our favorite zone, like stage?
Ooh.
Yeah. Favorite zone is a really difficult question. There's so many zones in the game. The games.
I can probably name off 3.
If they could make a zone out of that one IDW issue that was all pixelated, like the advanced art, that would be my favorite one.
I think that was like Spiral Hill, right?
Yeah, that was Tangled Home Spiral Hill.
Yeah.
Is one of the zone called Studiopolis?
Studiopolis?
Studiopolis, yeah. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one's my favorite. Plus the music is really good.
Oh yeah, Press Garden.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with City Escape.
I really love Flying Battery and Hydrocity Zone or Hydro City Zone and Water Palace. I mainly like sky themed stages and water themed stages.
This one's a good one. What's our favorite single issue of the series?
Like
easily 7. 7 was so hardcore for like literally no reason. Like the fact that Adam Bryce Thomas went all out with the action. Like I'm pretty sure if they ever did like an animated adaptation of 7, the animation should and could go hard because Sonic literally getting his ass beat, but also beating Metal Sonic's ass was so cool.
I'm swearing.
Really? I wouldn't choose that one because I felt like nothing happened.
Oh wait, I don't mean to say the A word. I meant butt. Sorry.
Wow, Sin, you're breaking our rules. Kick him out.
Wow.
Already, I'm fired, guys. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Favorite
Oh,
issue? I really like the one where it's a recent one. Tangle gets infected with the metavirus.
Oh, that's 24. That's 24.
Yeah.
That was a good issue.
Spoilers, I guess.
That broke my
That
heart.
hit. Yo,
I knew
Mega-
about
Mega
that a
F in the
whole
chat.
day before everyone else knew, so I was just like waiting for it.
Mega F chat single.
Yeah, that was sad. That was
Can't
very
wait for it to
sad.
come back.
And Whisper's reaction breaks my heart.
Yeah.
With
That
Spango
issue
is the
is
fuel that keeps me going in this comic.
I mean, that came out
You
in
know,
December. We're fine. We can say it's spoilers.
my Christmas morning didn't need to be so sad. You know, the fact that it came out on Christmas, out of all days.
Merry Christmas! Your favorite character's dead.
This is so sad.
All right. What are any of y'all's favorite issue covers from the IDWC series?
Anything Nathalie Fordene, I hope I'm saying her name right, does.
I think it's like For the Line.
Yeah, Fordeline or maybe. But anyway, all her covers.
Mm.
My favorite covers are the one where the characters are doing something, so I would have to go with the Halloween cover or the annual cover with Silver and Blaze.
Oh yeah, the Halloween cover was so cute.
I'm gonna be very plain here, but I really like the cover that was done by the official artist from Sega. Who
Tyson Hess.
no,
No.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but I know what you're talking about. It was the annual.
Yes.
I you know what? I forgot his name too. Dang it. But one of my favorite covers is I think it was from issue 14. I don't know. I forget the issues, but there was this one cover made by Adam Bryce Thomas where like it was like a fighting game selection thing with Sonic, Tails, and then other two characters, and they were like versus Rumble. Oh no, wait, not Rumble. Tumble, Rough and Tumble.
Rough and Tumble. What has ever happened to them? They died.
Well, they're in the pit.
Yeah. They're in the pit of
Don't worry about it.
Zombots. Not really though. But yeah, that was one of my favorite covers because I don't know, I really like the aesthetic. And another one of my favorite covers is from Jonathan Grave. I think it was from issue 14 or some other issue or 18.
Oh, so I thought we were talking about stages.
No, we're
Oh,
talking
no.
about covers.
Yeah.
Alright.
It was like with all the characters just put together, and they were like being happy because characters can be happy. And then I
Characters
like
being
30.
happy is good.
30.
One of my
30
personal
almost made me
favorites
cry.
is one of the variants for, I think, is issue 10. And it's literally just super Metal Sonic. Just
Oh
look at
yeah,
the
I know what you're
camera,
talking about.
It is absolute, just pure glory. Just like, look at this shiny bar. You gel,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
And then there's,
I thought cover A was
I do
designed.
like the official cover for issue 11 as well. I think that's pretty sick.
Tails Channel just said Karasuno designed cover A of Annual 2020. I thought it was Yuji Yuakawa. Just remembered the name off the top of my head. But if you're right, then the wiki is wrong. Here.
Oh no, he's talking about the annual.
Oh, Annual
I think
2020. Sorry, 2020.
Yeah.
We're talking about 2019 here for cover A.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. Karasuma was a popular fan artist.
Can we
I
talk
re-
about how issue 30, the cover for issue 30 like almost made me cry and others cry because of how like cool it was?
It was because Shadow smiled.
Leave me, no it wasn't.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
It's
They
so
were all
sweet.
happy.
Yeah, Tangle and Whisper got reunited and Shadow smiled. That's all we need.
Okay,
in the
everyone's
world.
speaking about Shadow Smile like it's the first time. He smiled before.
I don't care. Anytime Shadow smiles, a kitten is born into happiness.
And like Tails looks so relieved. Amy's like Amy needs a break.
Happy.
Like
I do agree. Amy needs to be put in the back for the next IDW because she has gotten way too much screen time compared to everyone else.
But she works so hard.
I get she works so hard, but there are a ton of other characters that have gotten no screen time compared to their popularity. So I need to see more of Knuckles and Shadow. Like, we have gotten like very little of them compared to
Cream
other
also
characters.
looks really
I want
relief.
more. I just want more chaotics.
Oh yeah, the
That is-
chaotic got a lot more too.
Yeah. Cream looks
Yeah.
very relief.
Yeah.
For my favorite issue, I really like how issue, I think it's 25 for cover A. Yeah. I just really like the style. I like the coloring in that cover.
I love it too.
It's really nice.
It's by Tyson Hess, by the way.
I know
Oh,
it's
was favorite issue a question?
No, I think we're
issue cover.
We're
We're
talking
talking
about
issue cover.
cover.
We
Oh,
were talking
issue
about
cover,
issue
right.
before, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. This person asked a question. Is Sonic from IDW more powerful than Sonic from the games?
No.
I can't
just-
really
think
judge
they're on
right
the
now.
same level. I
Yeah,
believe
they're
Yeah.
on the same level because every single one of Sonic's achievements transfers over into Sonic IDW.
Yeah, this is
Not just that, the IDW canon just follows the Sonic canon.
Yeah, they're very close. I wouldn't see why they'd be more
and
powerful.
also, the boy's tired.
Someone
He's
says
tired.
when issue 28
needs
is
sleep.
coming out. We don't know.
Yeah, it's very confusing. From what the page is not on IDW's website
yes,
right
it is.
now. It is?
They just fixed it like a couple days ago.
Does it have a date?
I think it says June or July.
I thought that was
let's
for
not be
29.
too sure on that.
Yeah, but it's basically it has no official date.
Yeah.
No, so you see about 29 and the others, on Previews World and other sites, they get like lumped up together like with June and like just early and late June. So like let's say one issue will come out one week and then another issue will come out next week, but I wouldn't be too sure on that. We have to wait till like officials actually say something.
What I would say is subscribe to IDW Sonic on Twitter and subscribe to us on Twitter.
Please subscribe to us. Please
keep
subscribe.
updated,
I need validation.
We'll keep you updated. Promise. On the official release date here. Someone says, the name is X. What are your future plans for the channel? This channel. I guess
I
I'm
was
very
thinking about
thinking
doing podcasts, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do podcasts. So I think for now we might just do streams.
It's up in the air at the moment. We've had lots of different ideas. I actually have a list here. If I can scroll up and get to it. One of the ideas was Q&A. That's what we're doing right now. Reading through other works by Ian Flynn and, like I said, Evan Stanley, such as Ghosts of the Future and stuff like that. Reviewing games from the Sonic Hacking Contest and Sage. Smaller games like maybe Jackbox Party Pack games. Podcasting. We discussed about live reading. We're still on and off about that. Comic talk. So when a new issue is released, we would talk about those issues. Kind of a bit difficult to do now. What with we don't know when these issues are releasing and COVID-19, and drawing streams.
Ooh, yeah, drawing streams would be fun.
But that would be difficult to do because it would require other people to stream. Right now, I'm the main rig person for streaming, so we're gonna need to work on it.
Yeah.
So that's what we got. Let's see here. Someone says Sonado or Sonami. I guess y'all can answer that question.
What was the question again?
Sonado or Sonami.
Do I really have to answer this?
Yes, you do.
Sonami?
No.
Sonami? Sonami?
Yes,
Sonami?
Toru, answer.
It's Sonado.
Okay, but
Sonato's better.
Alright.
Okay, but
Every sense
Sonami.
of its own.
Sonami.
You see, I asked this question for diversity. It's a very important question to ask. For
I don't
diversity.
mind either.
I don't really care
to
about
write
shipping.
an essay proving my point.
I don't really care
No,
about
I don't
shipping that much.
Sega said that Sonic has a crush on Amy. He's just too shy.
Sega's the same people who
why.
wrote Sonic Forces. We shouldn't take them seriously.
Also, Cubids, where you can give feedback about how to improve this stream.
I believe you can just do it in the Discord server or in the stream. Where we tweeted the stream, you can also reply with some things.
Yeah, we could take notes on them.
Yeah, if you want to post,
Yeah.
if you're in our Discord, post into general chat, or just post into general chat, and I will read
Also,
through it.
I believe Sonic Hacking Contest is not only with some Call Me Johnny. I think other Sonic channels participate in that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that's all the questions that have been listed
That's all
here.
the question I can really find right now.
I can scroll
Yeah.
off and read some of these questions.
There's one right here. Like, Toru, how do you feel about Sonomy?
Everyone wants the answer.
Give it.
This is what I'll say. If you ship Son Amy, you have every right to do that.
Ship who you want. That's what
And
I
then she'll come to my DMs and then talk bad about you. I'm
Alright.
joking, Toru. It's okay.
And I scrolled up here just to look through questions. This will be the last question. Do you think Sonic himself works better as a dynamic or static character? I don't know what that means. In the way
Alright,
we're
so
trying to say it.
I think I can explain. So static means a character that doesn't change throughout the story. A dynamic character is a character that changes through the story.
I think dynamic, in my opinion, is better because Sonic could have. I would maybe make it that like Sonic's mental state like decreases, and then through the help of his friends, it goes up again.
I think
I would say that
I think
Sonic
it-
is very much a brand. So it's very
Yeah,
difficult
that
to
is
just
the
go
problem.
and make this character go through things of extreme that require extreme willpower or something like that,
yeah, he can stay as both.
But I do think he can still be dynamic. I mean, the IDW comics,
Yeah.
if you've read them, Sonic is really getting beaten up over things that he's done. His actions have had consequences. And so he's dealing with the brunt of that.
Yeah.
So I do think
saw what he
can be
did in-
dynamic.
Oops, sorry.
I do think he can be a dynamic character, but maybe the dynamics could be him learning, not from him changing. You know what I mean? More of him
Yeah,
learning
that's
how
what
to
I
do
meant.
things.
Yeah.
Learning is also changing,
And
but like in a different way.
And I mean, Sonic's changed over the years, just in general. I mean, his entire character has been written differently by different writers. So
Yeah, but that doesn't really necessarily mean he's dynamic. He's just written differently each time.
yeah,
Which I think is a problem when it comes to being a dynamic character. Because then the character gets changed over time. if,
Yeah.
like, it's a
So
different,
technically,
writer.
Sonic is a dynamic character right now, just by how much he changes.
I think
Yeah.
I think by the way of like compare Sonic from like Sonic Heroes to like Sonic 06. They're very differently written. I think the most static the character has been, and I don't mean this in a bad way, has been from Sonic Colors to Sonic Forces, honestly. Just
Mainly Pontap and Graph.
mainly
I
written
think
by
that's-
the same writer, which I don't think is the worst thing in the world. I just think that like that's just how they write the character, and so it's sort of, I think you could add dynamics to that. They just need to.
You just need to do it right.
You just need to do it.
You just need a good writer.
Okay.
I don't think they're bad writers. I just don't think the way they're doing Sonic is really well.
All right. So that is all the questions we're going to be answering, and that is the end of the stream. Unless anyone has anything else to say. No.
No.
Okay. All right.
Join the Discord server and follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter, please.
I mean, most people who joined are from the Discord and the Twitter.
Yes.
And when we get things set up here, you'll have links to all of those in the description below. But for now, again, this is just mostly like a little test stream. So thank you, everyone,
was our first stream,
for joining our little baby stream. If you guys want to leave feedback,
the baby,
post it in our Discord or post it in replies to the Twitter post that was made for this. And we will work on making it better. So, thank you, everyone, and have a good night.